Welcome to this video on x star y. It's something you've probably never seen or thought about before. In math, there are many operations that we're familiar with. Plus, minus, times, divide are very familiar operations to most of us. Even exponents are familiar to many students in math. But did you know that a person could just make up a brand new operation? What if I were to make up an operation and call it star? And further, what if I were to say, here are the rules for my new operation star? If x and y are numbers, then I can do x star y by doing the result that you see on the right of your screen, 2 times x plus y. This might seem very strange at this point, but let me give an example. Suppose in this new made-up operation called star, I were to ask, what's 5 star 7? By the way, this does not mean 5 times 7. So if I were to ask, what's 5 star 7? Well, by definition, it's 2 times 5 plus 7. Where did the 2 come from? Well, look at the right side of your screen, the definition of what it means to do x star y. I'll pause while you let your brain process. So now, I've got to work out 2 times 5 plus 7. That's not too hard to do. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 plus 7 is 17. And that's the result of 5 star 7. So according to this new, strange, made-up rule, when I perform this operation 5 star 7, I get an answer of 17. Will you ever see this again in a math class? No, probably not, because it's a made-up operation that no other math teacher necessarily have the same definition of. It's just something I made up for this video. And with that in mind, we can look at other examples. Let's look at 3 star 10. Well, according to our definition, I have to multiply 2 times the first number and add the second number. If you're wondering why it's times 2 and then add the second number, it's in the definition. It's in this crazy operation I made up. Okay, so all I have to do now is work out the value of that. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 plus 10 is 16. And that gives me the result for 3 star 10. Let's look at one more example. Let's do negative 4 star 5. Well, star, by my own made-up definition, operates by multiplying the first number by 2 and adding the second number. Now I just have to use basic mathematics to work this out. 2 times negative 4 is negative 8, you may recall. Negative 8 plus 5 works out to be negative 3. And that's the result of negative 4 star 5. Now I'm done explaining what the star operation means. Here's a few things to keep in mind. First of all, anyone could make up a new operation. You could do the same. Mathematicians, including you, have the power to just make up any rules they want. I made this one up kind of arbitrarily. If you're feeling a little confused, it's probably because it just seems random. A lot of students' brains will go off into, why is that a rule? Why am I timesing by 2 and then adding? Well, because the person who made up the rule said so. And it probably seems random, and if it seems confusing, it's maybe you've never done anything like this before. But with a little familiarity, those feelings of confusion will pass, so try not to let them bother you just yet. And that completes this lesson on x star y.